Hi there, and welcome to Magic Hearts Tarot. I am Michelle, and in this reading, what we're looking at is the energy surrounding the next couple of days. This would be March 20th, which is today, to tomorrow, March 21st. What's happening now is that the moon is in its waning gibbous cycle in the sign of Sagittarius. And with the waning moon, what we're looking at is what do we need to release. And the thing is that being that it's in the sign of Sagittarius, that energy is about being adventurous and a truth seeker. Like you're constantly looking for knowledge when you're in the energy of Sagittarius. It's like seeking out the truth, you know, being adventurous. A need to know is what I'm being led to say. A need to know. And so therefore, as I was saying before, it's like as the moon wanes, the energy supports letting go of limited perspectives and redefining our goals after that full moon, which was a big one because that was a lunar eclipse. And Virgo is about our daily life. So it's kind of like what we're releasing is what's, blocking us or preventing us from taking risk and doing, things that we've longed to do, like what's holding us back. So therefore, like we're really like trying to reflect on things or situations that, why didn't I embrace that opportunity? Like what was blocking me? What was preventing me from seeing that, like I can do this, like whatever the case may be. So I'm going to do a little spread here, and we're going to look at first our outdated beliefs. Like what are we being called to release at this time? It says sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. The thing is that you feel, what I'm getting from this is that you have to make sure that everybody's okay first before you take care of you. I have to take care of this, this, and this before I take care of myself. I got to make sure everybody else has what they have. And sometimes that's not the case, right? Because that's reality. And you can't always give everybody everything they need. So therefore, you put self-care or your boundaries at the end of the list. And what Spirit is saying is that you're needing to release that, and have better boundaries as far as your self-care. Because the thing is that, because we have at the bottom of the deck about, says shadow alchemy, turning shadows into gold by shifting your awareness, empowerment, rebirth. You're going through a process of a spiritual awakening right now. This is what I'm feeling. And so because of the energy, if you look back on the channel, like it has been more about our awareness, our connection to the divine. And what's happening is that by you healing, these blocks here and releasing yourself from these limited beliefs and honoring yourself, and setting up boundaries even for your own self so that you're taking better care of yourself. You're going to feel empowered, and it's going to aid in your rebirth. Yeah. Taking action. Knight of Wands. Also is Aries energy, which is a fire sign. So again, we're taking action. It's like our limited beliefs about ourselves and about what we can do, or like I can't be adventurous. I have a job to do. I can't be adventurous. I have to take care of, and fill in the blank here. It's like everything always comes first before you doing something that you want to do. And Spirit is saying, move on from that. It's time to take charge of your life. And there's the Empress, and that is about self-care. It's a card of nurturing, but what you have to remember is that the Empress also takes care of herself as well as others. And that's what the overall message really here is. It's like you can do things that you love and also take care of other people or do what you need to do. You can be adventurous, right? And that truth that you're looking for, I feel, is that, like, how can I? You know, how can I do what I want to do as well as, you know, take care of the things that I need to do? Because the thing is that, you know, it's like for myself, I have, you know, 2 jobs, you know, you could say, because I have my regular day job that pays the bills, and I have my YouTube channel. That's my personal passion. You know, eventually I'd like to have it go full time and have it be what I do for a living. But right now it can't. So therefore I need to find that balance. And there does have to be boundaries for myself, because it's like I need to sleep. You know, I need to take care of me. I need to also take care of my family and have time with them. So everything is a balancing act. And what you're needing to release is the idea that you can't do it all, because Spirit wants you to know that you can. Okay, so our next question: where in our life do we need to be more free and adventurous? Like, where are we lacking that? This is Ancient Oak, Spirit, Strength. Mystical Meadow, Sanctuary. Forest Temple, Enlightenment. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Transformation with Butterfly Spirit. What I'm feeling with that is that it's almost like you're having this calling to do something, right? And you're wanting to open yourself up. But where you're lacking is that freedom that you give yourself to open up, to experience, to be enlightened, to embrace your strength. You know, it's kind of like by having, again, with those boundaries, and we have the card of Sanctuary, it's like giving yourself your own personal space to do what you want to do. Because enlightenment, you know, is your, like, being enlightened, right? Seeking the truth, seeking the wisdom, right? So it's like by you setting off a time period in the day, or, you know, once a week, or however you want to work this, right, is how you're going to be able to help yourself, to how you're going to be able to hold that space for you so that you can be more adventurous. Like, tell, you know, like the family, the kids, like, whatever, like, today's my day and I'm going to do this. Like, that's, and hold that with the strength, hold that boundary and say, this is what I need to do, or this is what I have to do, right? So that's how you're going to be able to do that, because there is an opportunity for you to have more freedom, to be more adventurous here. But what exactly is holding you back from doing, you know, whatever it is that you personally are looking to do? Because that's where you know, like, take that moment for yourself and feel that, right? Yeah, communication with the, you know, with strength, communication, hold that boundary. Just be here like, look, I can't do this for you. I've told you how to do it. So therefore you have to now take the lead on this, because I have something else that I need to do. Like, don't hold people's hands all the time. Yeah, because by you, there's something here that you're wanting to do, like your Nine of Cups. There's something that you want to open up to, and there's always something in front of you that's blocking you, and then you feel bad. And this here is the spark, the time period where you're going to be able to do that. But again, you need to focus in on, what is it that I want to do? Where am I looking to explore? Like, you know, again, think about, you know, the enlightenment as far as like knowledge, like, you know, because again, Sagittarius loves to like learn. They get passionate about something. They find something that, and they want to be able to do it and just like go out on a limb and like do what I got to do. And they're adventurous and they're enthusiastic about it. And they just want to be able to do it. And whereas what I'm feeling for you is that there's some kind of block right now, you know, that is preventing you from like going off on your own, that sanctuary. Like you constantly feel like you have to be there for other people. And that's where it's like you need to start worrying about yourself as a single energy, you know, as a person, because the Nine of Pentacles is about, you know, doing things by yourself, like building your pentacles, building your empire. And the thing is that, again, stop worrying about what other people need and start worrying more about yourself. The next question is, what truths have recently been illuminated as far as, you know, like I was talking about that full moon, right? What truths have been illuminated to us during this moon cycle? And we have passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. See, there's something that is pulling on you as far as your soul, as far as your heart. You're wanting your passion and pleasure. You're wanting to like savor a moment. Look, see how like, looks like these, in the picture, let's just say they're camping. They're going, you know, they got the fire. There's a little camper here. There's people. Like you're wanting to go out more, to be adventurous, to go camping, right? That would be adventurous to me because trust me, I am not somebody that sleeps outside. And it freaks me out, like bugs and stuff. Like, yeah. It's one of those phobias. So that would be adventurous. Would it be something that I would enjoy? Probably. Just like being out in nature? Absolutely. So why not? See that? Like my fear of bugs, right? That is an example of a block, right? Why, you know, like there's plenty of things that I could do to prevent that from happening, right? You can go camping, you could sleep in a camper versus a tent, so then you don't have to deal with that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what's stopping you from doing what it is that you love? And during this time period, it's been illuminated to you. It's been shown to you. It's like, what's stopping you from doing this? It's almost like every time you turn around, something is like those synchronicities, the signs from the universe. Say, you know, like for example, we'll go back to that, you know, camping, right? You're being shown, for me, it would be like bug zappers, right? Because again, like weird, right? But I know I have a fear of that, like just creepy crawly stuff, right? And so it's like, there's like ways of, you know, how like they have screens, so you could screen in the area where you're sleeping, like whatever, like, and you're seeing all these different things that could help you to feel more comfortable about going out and sleeping, you know, outside, right? And so you're like, you know, if I got that, then I wouldn't have this fear of, you know, getting, you know, eaten alive, right? Because trust me, the mosquitoes love me. And so it's kind of like that kind of thing, right? So it's like you're opening up to how you can, you know, do what it is that you're wanting to do. And you're seeing that what you're wanting to do, like it makes your heart happy because it's as love flows through you and to you. It's the voyage of the heart. Like you're opening up your heart. You're not being so closed that, you know, like, again, you're thinking that like everything needs to be just so first before you can enjoy your life, before you can savor your life. And what Spirit is saying is, no, you can do what you need to do. You just have to hold your boundaries as far as stop putting yourself so much out there for other people and carving out a time for you. And then we have at the bottom of the deck. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. You know, the thing is that when we're happy and when we're in a better space, it actually helps those around us. So again, if you're like stressed out and trying to help out your family and do everything for everybody and you're feeling like crap because you're not able to do it, by you taking care of you, by you having that moment for yourself, right? Positivity will flow through you and out you towards everyone that's around you. And it's kind of like everybody feels good too. You know what I mean? Because I mean, think about it. When we're around somebody who's, you know, happy, it's contagious. Like we can't help but be happy when somebody is like that over bubbly kind of personality, right? Okay, so let's get some tarot here to clarify. Yep, choosing, right? Choosing to do what you need to do for yourself. Because you're sitting there waiting and you need to choose. Like, when is it going to happen? When are all these things going to be taken care of so I can enjoy my life? And Spirit's like, no, you need to act now. Like, what are you waiting for? Take the leap of faith. And here's the Aries time period, right? We're entering Aries season. So it's like that Aries action energy, the Fool, taking the leap of faith, doing what it is that you want to do, right? Stop waiting for that perfect time period. Stop waiting for, you know, like to win the lottery or whatever. Like, you can go to places on a budget. Like, just hold the boundary. I only have X amount of dollars to spend. I could only go away for, you know, 2 days versus a whole week, like whatever. Like, if you want to be a traveler, you can do it. And you could even like travel in your own city, go to places that you've never been before, if that's what you're looking to do. So our next question is, what areas of our life are we needing to explore and take a look at? Because Sagittarius energy is about exploring new things. So, and by the waning gibbous, we're actually looking at ourselves, right? And what we need to release. So what is it that we need to like look at again, explore, so that we can release this? We have divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Progress and inner harmony. You know, the thing is that we all have aspects of ourselves that we don't like. And by us looking at that and asking ourselves, well, how can we improve on this? Like, if you're somebody who, you know, gets aggravated with people, right? Like, why is it that you get annoyed with somebody, like when they ask you too many questions? Like, if you get aggravated when somebody asks you too many questions. And the thing is that if you're in the middle of something and somebody interrupts you, you know, or tries to interrupt you, so and if that's like, you know, something that bothers you, what you can do is just say, hey, can you just give me a second? Just give me a second. I just need a minute to finish this up. Because then if you stop in the middle of what you're doing, you're not going to have any patience for that person. So it's kind of like by looking at ourselves and seeing what flaws we have and embracing both the dark and the light, like as far as, yeah, I do that, but I can change this. So it's like looking at an area of our life that we can improve. And then whatever that is that we have been doing, we're then releasing that. And then we have self-sabotage. Procrastination, negative self-talk, and fear of failure undermines your success. Overcoming and resilience. Like, if you're constantly, you know, telling yourself that you can't do it, right? It's going to stop you and prevent you from, you know, moving forward. So that's self-sabotage, talking, you know, negative to yourself, telling yourself that you can't possibly do it. So why am I even bothering? I have all these things. Again, did you ever think that all these things that you keep thinking you need to do first, that's a form of self-sabotage? You're putting out a block of something that you need to do first because you don't think you're, you know, good enough to do this. And that's a self-sabotage thing. So therefore, Spirit is saying release that thinking and that way of feeling about yourself. Yep, there's that from, you did something at the full moon already. You've already released things at that full moon, and you're needing to ground yourself in that energy. Like you've already, like, was shown something or some way, you know, like I got to stop doing that, or I need to focus more on this, you know, and like you've been shown that, and that what it is that you're needing to release, or you're coming through that point because this Virgo full moon has helped you to do that, and you're just needing to ground in that wisdom. Because it's like by releasing this, it's going to help you to heal. Because it's actually hurting you and it's causing you pain by you constantly talking badly to yourself about yourself, right? And you're just needing to have more compassion for yourself and be gentle with yourself and do the things, you know, to, you know, like say, for example, how you speak to others, speak that way to yourself, because that's what's going to help you. Okay, so we're going to close out this reading with a message from Spirit. And we have, it is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With a little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. And Spirit is confirming what I was saying. Because, again, what I was feeling is that you're putting out all these things that you need to do. Like, you're so worried about, you know, like, I need to do all these things first before I can do what it is that I want to do. And, like, this worrying that you have is actually preventing you from movement forward, and you're needing to release that and know that, like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. It's like whatever will be, right? And so therefore, instead of worrying about all these things that you think you need to do, put that, like, no, you know, be, you know, like the Hermit again is about that daily energy. Do everything that you need to do, and also get excited about the future, you know, and all that it will bring by you embracing, you know, that energy of, you know, taking the leap of faith, doing things that you love, you know, have that balance of, you know, doing your daily things that you know you need to do, but also have that place for yourself, you know, for yourself, because self-care is necessary. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. I hope this reading has helped you, and it's giving you insight into the energy that's surrounding us the next couple of days. If you like this content, I do hope that you consider subscribing. And if you have already, thank you very much. And don't forget to like and share and comment down below, and let me know how you're doing through all of this exciting energy that's going on around us, right? Because it's really, there's a lot going on. Okay. And don't forget that bell so that you're notified of all my readings. And I got something special planned for Aries and the spring equinox. So I got a couple of readings there. So look out for those. And if you haven't hit the bell, do that now so that you are notified of that. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care and have a blessed day.